bottom buttons. So you can also pause your recordings as well. This is currently in beta, so that way you don't have to start and redo a whole recording. We have our marker feature as well. If you're recording, if there are any things that you want to note or you think would be a good social clip or a funny moment you want to catch or something interesting that you want to revisit in post, you can add a marker. Your guest can add markers as well. All of your input settings, again, are down here. We have our script, which again, we can use ourselves, or we could change it to a teleprompter. You can select the size, the speed at which it scrolls, and then we also have the ability to share it with guests as well. The good thing about having the teleprompter sort of on this level is that you're maintaining eye contact with the camera, but you can always pop out the teleprompter, put it on a different screen or put it in another tab, and then work off or read off the script that way. So let me close this out. And then last but not least over here is the screen share option. So you can either share a screen in a traditional sense like you can do with a Zoom or Google Meet, but we also have a presentation mode as well that allows you to upload PowerPoints, PDFs, or keynotes. And you can also share access with your guests as well so they can flip through any presentations that you have ready to go. Right hand side is going to be our people panel. So if there were additional people on the call, you would see them similar to the tile that you see here. Down below, you can see all the inputs that are being used as well, where they're joining from, their quality. For any guests, before the recording, you also have an opportunity to change their inputs too. Let's say you have a guest, they're connected to their AirPods, they don't even realize it. You're actually able to go in, adjust where the audio and video inputs are coming from, maybe switch it to their desktop or switch their webcam if they're sort of confused about where their webcam is connected to. They'll get a notification either allowing you to take access and change the input, and then the input will change once you adjust it as well. Moving on, below that we have our chat. So we have our live stream chat. Some live stream platforms allow for omni-channel chat. So let's say I'm on YouTube, I'm looking at your live stream. If I send a message on that YouTube live stream, that will appear here. And then it should, on the other end, appear on YouTube as well. What you're able to do for your live streams is actually highlight some of these comments and conversations, keep it a little bit more engaging. Beautiful. And then we have our studio chat. So this is just for our hosts, our producers, and our guests. Audience cannot see and access this chat. All of our branding lives on the right-hand side, so we can change our logo, adjust where it's located. If I want to change the color for the text in this box outline, it's available there. Add in a background image or a color to keep things on brand. And then here's where you can adjust sort of the name tiles as well. So what font, and then the different type of names in addition to that. All right. Below that, we have our lower thirds. So again, keeping your live streams and your webinars a little bit more engaging. If I want to show this lower thirds tile, I can customize the link. You can have this link to your website or a form or a survey after a call. And then the last thing I want to point out on the actual studio level is our media board. So you can upload your own media files. Again, just keep in mind there are some limitations about the size of the files that you can upload. Here are all the media choices, and just make sure that when you are ready to actually play the media, you hit live, and that way it will be recorded, but also your guests and your audience can hear the media as well. Before I leave the studio, I want to point out this little uploading arrow right here. So while Riverside is recording, it is also actively uploading via your local device, getting deleted, and then being brought into your Riverside studio. Keep in mind when you have guests, best practices, we typically try and ask our clients to ask their guests to hold their guests for a little bit to wait for their uploads to finish processing fully. Or if your guests have to leave, you can leave via this leave studio button. It'll open up another tab on their device. And then from there, it'll finish the uploading process as well. So a few different methods. Either you can ask your guests to stick around, wait for the upload process to complete, or if they have to jet, they can leave the studio, have that pop up, and then the upload will complete as well. If they don't follow either of those steps, we also do have an upload recovery process that I can walk through in a second. But over here, I will stop the recording.